there's something I want to say. I got upset with this guy on my wrestling server, and it kind of it really ticked me off because it played into this thing of, I know this, so you should know this. And I don't want to say this to anybody. Your unknown knowledge is not everyone else's knowledge. No one knows what you know. No one knows what you think. So if you get into an argument with someone and they say something that does trigger something or, upsets you about something, and to say, I can't believe you said that. And most likely they'll say, what? What? Say what? I mean, I don't like such and such, or I feel this way about such and such, and you're triggered, and they're like, well, whoa, where we going? How we get here? You get triggered, and now you're ticked off with them. They don't know what you know. They don't. It takes a long-standing relationship for someone to know what you know. And sometimes, you got different backgrounds, and then people come from various environments. So to you, it's very sensitive. To them, it's like water under the bridge. And it's all about how we're trained when we're growing up. We're not really raised by our parents. What we do know, what we learn from our parents is there's a quote unquote time and place for everything. So in front of an authority figure that can destroy you, you get your act right on. When you get in front of others that are your equal peers, then you get your fool on. That's it. I mean, you don't raise your children. The schools raise your children. I mean, that's just it. You send them to daycare. Who's pumping that information to your child's eyes and ears? The other little toddlers and kids and the daycare takers. I want to send my kid to daycare because I want my kid to learn from me. And once your child goes to school, then your child learns from all those other students and the teachers. And students, they just want to, act a fool. They want to have fun, act a fool. Teachers are like, I'm trying to keep you in line, but I can't discipline you like your parents. I don't know those words to get you to calm down. I don't know those postures to get you to get a little worried and make you think about what you're doing and then have a conversation with you. There are lots of methods for every single thing, for every single person. I'll give you a case in point of this hindsight crap and this information, this esoteric information stuff. Long time ago, playing a game, this is a perfect example, okay? Playing a game, Battlestar Galactica, I'm out, and the idea is to shoot rocks, asteroids that is, and little meteorites, break them open, and you get some kind of energy or something out of it. Okay, fine. I fly up to one, I shoot it for a while, break it open, get the item out of it, and I fly off. I get a message. Guy says, you know what, you're a real asshole. You're real fucked up. And I'm like, what in the world? I said, what is wrong with you? And he's like, you saw me going for that rock. You knew I was right there. I'm going for that rock. I saw it from 1,500 out, and I'm trying to get to it. I'm like, this guy's a fucking idiot. I could have responded to him in kind, because he just jumped with the insults. He jumps with the anger. And I told him, on my screen, I'm 500 out. I see it. I scan it. I like it. I kill it. I can't see on your screen. Okay? I am not in your seat. I only know what I see on mine. If I saw you and you had put out the message, I want that rock, I would have asked, what rock? And then we could have had something. So I don't know what you see. I'm not you. So I did what I did. If I could have done different, I would have. But I didn't know anything other than what I see on my own screen. So he says to that, fair enough. Now, if I responded in kind, how do you think he would have felt? You're a real asshole. You're a dick. And I said, fuck you, bitch. What do you got? Get the fuck out. I could have said that. I could have responded in kind. And if everyone responds in kind, just think about it. How bad would we get in just 40 minutes of the day? You go online, you see something, you're talking with somebody about something, someone jumps in. You're an asshole to say that. They have no idea what led up to that situation. And so if you respond to them, fuck you, I don't give a shit about you, you're nobody to me. What, you're nobody to me? Fuck you, they'll judge or whatnot, and then you're mad and your day's ruined. They're pissed. The person you're talking to says nothing. So I'm just saying, from now on, I think what we should all do is strive to just understand we individually don't know what the other person is thinking. And that person, and vice versa, doesn't understand what we're thinking. So we shouldn't take on conversations as if we just know everything. And we shouldn't approach conversations as if we know exactly what's going on. So I think the best thing to do is simply ask, hey, what's going on? What are you talking about? Even if what you hear offends you. If you hear someone say the N word, the S word, the H word, or any other word that's highly offensive or offensive phrase, hey, what do you mean? What's going on? You know, I hear this and I wanted to be upset, but I figured it's best if I ask, what's going on? Because I don't want to mischaracterize anybody. Now, if they want to respond to that with some negativity, then you're seeing their true character. You know, on my wrestling server, for those that are curious or want to know, there's a guy with his own tag team, his wrestlers, and they're cross-dressers. And because they're cross-dressers, he gave them a homophobic phrase as their tag team name. I know it's not the F word. It's not that. You know, first word and then bandits. So I'll let you insert whatever first word that you want to choose. It don't matter. But it signals to those haters out there that, oh yes, these are guys, they're cross-dressers, so they're gay. And that is a strong mischaracterization. So my thing is, hey, that's against the policy of my server. I want my server and anything I have up there to be safe. I don't want people coming up here and thinking that everything, you know, you could just harm somebody. And in the wrestling community, what we're doing is making sure that what we do don't send a signal to those who hate to go out and do something stupid. We don't want to be a part of causing harm to anyone, not doing anything to anyone, or anyone that we don't even know. We don't want to be a hate signaler, if I'm using that term correctly. We don't want to be that. That's not us. So after explaining my entire policy, after going over everything, he says, considering that I've spoke to drag queens, of which 2 famous queens are subscribers, about this, and they think it's funny too, I disagree that it's offensive, nor is it intended to be. But okay, no problem. Now, he says that like, oh, I'm supposed to just, you know what? I knew what you knew. I knew what you knew, and you know what? I just spoke ill of it anyway. But I told him, you know, look, my whole thing was this. I don't know if you mean it or not. It's probably unintentional. And the way I feel about you, I think it is unintentional. Maybe you just don't know and you find it funny. And that's, you know, that's okay to find it funny. But, you know, the policy here is I don't want to spread any hate. I don't spread anything like that. So that's why I delete when you upload your content here to let everyone know that you've posted. I delete it because I don't want to, you know, say that rhetoric is okay. And I do like him. You know, I like his commentary, but I got to do what I got to do. I'm not going to allow hate to be spread. And, you know, considering that I spoke to drag queens, I'm like, what evidence of that do I have? You know what you know, but I don't know what you know. And you can't assert what you know into how I should feel about something. That's not fair. That's disingenuous, and it's honestly bullshit. And I don't have any idea. I don't have any evidence as well that he spoke to any drag queens. He never even talk about it. Not up here on the server. And then 2 famous queens. Really? They're famous? What makes them famous? To who? They're so famous, I don't know about them. They're so famous, you know what? You all listening, you don't know about them. Do you know who they are? They're so famous, you don't even know who they are. You can think of 2 drag queens. You could, but you know what? Are they the ones he's talking about? So you got to think about that. And they think it's funny too. I don't have any evidence of that. Do you? He doesn't. He can't present the evidence that they find it funny. He can just say it. He could just be lying. I disagree that it's offensive. You know what? I didn't say it was absolutely outright offensive. I said it can be, and it can be a signal. That's the thing. It can be a signal to those. So when you have an anti-gay phrase as the team name of a tag team that are just cross-dressers, and you say, and it signals that all cross-dressers are gay, and you're sending out signals saying that it's okay to pick on gay people, that's not cool. That might not be his intent. It could be far from his intent. But I can only go on what he presents, and I don't want that up there. I don't want people going up on my channel at any given point, if they ever do, and seeing that it's okay to have some hate stuff up there. Because they might see it as hate from how they might have suffered in life. And I don't want someone that's suffered in life to come up here and suffer more. It's supposed to be a place where you go away and just have fun. Escape. Don't turn to alcohol or drugs or anything. Come up here and have fun. That's what I want. I'm strict on what I do, but it's what I do. And to tell me that he insinuates that I just flat out said it's offensive and that's it. No, I'm letting him notice the potential, and then out of all of that, of all of his disagreement, he says, but okay, no problem. So then what the fuck then? You're going to end it with no problem. Then what the fuck? It's stuff like that bothers me. You go through a whole diatribe or whatnot, speech, back and forth dialogue, you air your grievances, and then at the end say, but whatever. That just spit in the face of everything you just did. If it's whatever, then shut up. It's that simple. If you really feel that way about a topic, don't talk about it. Look, I don't care, man. It's whatever to me. Okay, cool. And if somebody wants to whoop your ass and you say, whatever, honestly, legally, you just gave them the right to whoop your ass and you didn't care. I'm letting you know, lawfully and legally, yes. If they want to use that in court, it can work against you. Be careful. Nobody knows what you know, so it's best to present what you know. Because you can't do it in hindsight. I've spoken long enough, and maybe I've buried this. I didn't want to Kyle Kalinske it, but I also want to give also the background on why I was saying all this in the first place. And there are other things out there, so it's been a while since I did a solo one, and I just thought I'd do this. I tried to keep it under 10 minutes, and I failed. My bad. But, yeah, look, you got any comments? You got any thoughts about this? Hey, please put it in the comment section below. And please remember, to share and whatnot. You've already here, so I know you've already subscribed. Like it if you can, please, and share. I definitely would like that. The comments aren't like they should be and whatnot, so I would really like to get those up. And just say hi to some of you, and put that like next to something you say, or just give out my disagreement on why I might disagree with something you say. So, if anything, and at the end of the day, it's not what you think, it's why you think it. It's not what you say, but why you say it. But regardless of all that, as well as that's important, you know what? Thank you for listening.